In both German and English, there are some colors that have certain meanings. And within these two languages, some of the colors mean the same thing and some colors have completely different meanings. And I just find this really fascinating. So I wanted to share a few of them with you today. Hey everyone, I'm Donna and you're watching Wanted Adventure Living Abroad. German and English pretty much agree with each other when it comes to the color red. Both languages have the idiom to see red, and in this case, red represents anger or rage. And both languages also talk about your face becoming red if you're embarrassed by something. Beet red in English and red as a tomato in both English and German. But it starts to get interesting when you look at green and yellow. So in German, you can actually either be green or yellow with envy. Grün or gelb for Neid. Whereas in English, you can only be green with envy, not yellow. But in English, yellow can mean to be cowardly or scared. And if you turn green in English, that means that you feel sick, like you're gonna throw up. Which is why in cartoons, if a character feels sick, like they're on a boat and they think they're gonna throw up, their face usually turns green to represent that. And in the US, green also often represents money. And I guess that that's because our dollar bills are a shade of green. But I'm really interested to know if green also represents money in other English-speaking countries where they have different colored bills. And if not, what color, if any, do they associate with money? What about in Germany? Is there any color associated with money here? As far as blue goes, in English, if you're feeling blue, that means that you're sad. But not in German. In German, being blue, blau sein, means that you're drunk. And to do blue, blau machen, means playing hooky, so you're staying home from work or school. I learned from the signs in the U-Bahn that in German, Schwarzfahren, literally black riding, means taking the train without a ticket. And in German, Schwarzarbeiten, black working, is to work illegally. And in both languages, you have the black market when talking about underground illegal sales and purchases. Bump into the corner of the bed in the middle of the night. In German, people only talk about blaue Flecken, blue marks, when it comes to bruises. Whereas in English, bruises are considered black and blue. And when we talk about a bruise around the eye, it's a black eye in English and a blue eye, ein blaues Auge, in German. And if someone gets beaten up, in English you say they're beaten black and blue, but in German, it's jemanden grün und blau schlagen. So to beat someone green and blue. But no matter what color, it's not good. But both languages agree once again that if something is written down on paper, you've got it in black and white. Only in German, it's actually phrased black on white, schwarz auf weiß. And I really like that. It's the black writing on the white paper, schwarz auf weiß. And I just really like how it's described in German. And while we're talking about black and white, in English, you can also refer to a situation that is just totally clear as black and white. The rule is no riding without a ticket. It's black and white, very clear. Whereas something that's not so clear is a gray area, or Grauzone in German. You can see the world through rose-colored glasses in both languages, meaning to see things very optimistically, but in German there's also a color for pessimism. Alles grau in grau malen, meaning to paint everything gray in gray. And something super interesting, I could not find any idioms or sayings having to do with the color orange in either language. In English, there's the idiom for the fruit to compare apples and oranges, which is to compare apples and pears in German, but I could not find anything in either language about the color orange. So my question for you is, what other things do colors mean to you? And do you know of an orange color idiom out there in any language? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe for more videos and hit that like button if you enjoyed watching this video. And also, for more photos and other short video clips, you can check me out over here on my Twitter and my Facebook page. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Do you think I should mention the video up there? Okay, there's a video up there. It's related. You can check it out too. All right, I mentioned it. Alles grau in grau malen. It's like my brain gets stuck. It's like a skipping record. Okay, you ready? Green also represents money in other speaking English. No. Isn't that crazy? I don't know, it's just so crazy to me. I love it. I love languages. That's so interesting that red can represent anger, and if specifically, your face goes red, it's not anger. Your face is as red as a tomato, it's talking about embarrassment. Or in English also, your face is beet red. That means you're embarrassed. In cartoons, if the character's face turns totally red, that usually means anger.
Yeah, but then he also holds his breath.
Yeah.
And then in a cartoon, you see
like,
steam coming
exactly,
out of his ears.
steam and red. But if the face just sort of goes like a lightish red, it usually is like bashful embarrassment. In both languages, though, if you have a green thumb, that means you're good at gardening.